My name is Jonathan Small and I'm from Edmond, Oklahoma, and my story is about our experience with the new ObamaCare law that went into effect. I found out we were pregnant, found out I was changing jobs, and so I began to look for personal insurance options until we could get on my employer's insurance. So we used a very experienced insurance agent in the area, and he looked all over, checked with multiple companies, and they had all determined that they would not write policies anymore. Is that companies quit selling child-only policies altogether. You know, one of the things, the first things my wife asked me is, what's going to happen? I mean, what are we going to do? We just went through, several days of, denial. Oh, well, this is what they say right now, but we're going to find something, some company's going to sell, and we're going to find a way to buy the coverage. And that never happened. It was very daunting, and we were very aware of, some of the risks that government had now put us in the position that we were going to have to take. Once we found out we weren't going to have coverage, we tried to, live a very careful lifestyle. I can remember telling my 4-year-old and 2-year-old at the time, if you fall and hurt yourself, Dad doesn't have health insurance coverage right now, so unless you want to go get a job to help pay for it, you need to be careful. We ended up having to deliver Hayden without coverage. We had a daughter that had a broken arm without coverage, and we ended up having several $1,000s more in medical expenses than we would have had before the law had gone into effect. It was extremely frustrating. It wasn't the hope and change that was promised. Today, we still have debt from that experience. We're still having to pay off, thousands of dollars in debt for that time period. Got $4,000 to $5,000 that we're kind of slowly paying off that we really can't afford. I happen to be a CPA, and so one of the things I did is we do some janitorial work in the evenings, part-time, to help clean houses. What's interesting is that this health care law actually instituted discrimination based on my kids being healthy at the hopes of trying to fulfill some political promises. But it's interesting that there was a lot of talk about how he was going to unite and how he was going to make things better for everyone, and that didn't happen for us. My kids have never faced racial discrimination, but they've faced health insurance discrimination now because of ObamaCare.